The success factors for professionals working in this realm of innovation, it directly follows from some of my prior comments. So if I had to summarize into 5 or 6 key success factors, and there's many things that come into the picture here. Often timing is one of them and is as important as any other. But having said that, the success factors, more generally speaking, are, number one, if you're an innovator, if you're a professional and you want to make a difference in your company, you have to put yourself into the shoes of the user. That means if you're doing external innovation, you have to put yourself in the shoes of the customer. And in many companies, there's both the end user, the consumer, and there's also the customer who might be Walmart. And their interests and needs in drivers are very, very different. So you have to become an expert in the user. If I'm doing internal IT process innovation, I need to put myself in the shoes of a database administrator or of an IT administrator to really understand what their pain is, their frustrations, their problems. Because from that source of knowledge comes insight and wisdom. So that's the first thing you need to do. The second thing that one really needs to do if one is an innovator is you have to look outside your company or organization to what other companies or other industries are doing. You have to keep an eye and be mindful of where a technology or an industry are heading over the next 5 years, so that you're not, as an innovator, just doing a Me Too situation or a catch-up 2 or 3 years down the road. You want to be not an innovator, you want to be an innovation leader. So that's important. You have to understand where things are going. And third, what you then have to do is you have to put yourself in the shoes of the buyer or the key decision maker. Again, if it's somebody buying products or services from you, who is the executive who's making that decision, or who's the chief financial officer? Who literally are they, and how are they thinking? What are they thinking? What are their pain points? If it's an internal business process innovation, who's the department head? Who's the CFO of your own company? What are their pain points? How do they view things? And so what this often means is just not creating innovation, but making a business case for innovation. Making the business case for an innovation is just as important as the innovation itself. Because when you do that, then again, you're just not selling technology, you're selling business value. And that's what people want to buy now. They just don't want to buy technology. So that's the third thing. Fourth thing, which is probably as important as anything else, is you have to be a team player. And so often inside of companies, you have many different people working sort of on the same thing, and what they need is some leadership around innovation, and you can provide that leadership. Innovators need to have organizational management and leadership potential. I mean, I've seen this time and time again, or else innovations just sort of float around in an organization for years and never really stick. So the professional needs to be a leader of innovation. They need to have a strategy of what happens first, what happens next, who needs to be brought into the picture to do that stakeholder management to drive either new products and services out into market or internal business process innovations inside the company. Everything needs to be developed, tested, improved quickly, and then ramped and scaled. And that's something that we can teach here at Northeastern. It's a set of skills that we teach that we can help students apply, and we help companies out there in industry do this time and time again.